Good evening. If we could have your attention, my name is Lena Hovanesian. I'm here with my co-host, Hovsep Javahirian. We are ready to commence an exciting evening of music, dancing, special guests, and entertainment in celebration of the 25th anniversary of the Armenian Independent Republic. Mayed Hayastan. Please silence your cell phones. If you could please silence your cell phones as we begin tonight's program. And now, if you could all please rise for the flag's presentation by the Las Vegas Artsakh Ho-Minutemen Scouts.
Mer hayrenik azadangach vora brelitar yur vortiga art kanchumem azadangach hayastan yur vortiga art kanchumem azadangach hayastan Abenaindech mahamiye mart minain kambid merni paitierani vor yurazki azadutyan gazogvi paitierani vor yurazki azadutyan gazogvi. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you to the Scouts, and thank you to Ms. Nare Asherian. You may all be seated. That was Ms. Nare Asherian. She was recently seen, who sang the Star-Spangled Banner in the Armenian National Anthem. She was recently seen performing at Super Summer Theater's Memphis the Musical, and soon will perform in Signature Productions' The Scarlet Pimpernel. She is a high school sophomore, believe it or not, and first place winner for the Musical Theater Competition of America. Thank you, Nare. Your Excellency, Ambassador of the Republic of Armenia to the United States, Mr. Grigor Hovhannisyan, Honorary Consul Andy Andrushan, Armenian, venerable clergy, honorable guests, friends, and fellow compatriots. In 1935, the great William Saroyan wrote, "I should like to see any power of the world destroy this race, this small tribe of unimportant people, whose wars have all been fought and lost, whose structures have crumbled, literature unread, music unheard, and prayers no more answered. Go ahead, destroy Armenia. See if you can do it. Send them into the desert without bread or water, burn their homes and churches. Then see if they will not laugh, sing, and pray again. For when two of them meet anywhere in the world, see if they will not create a new Armenia." Fast forward 2016, some 80 years later, William Saroyan's prophetic words still hold true. It is with great pride and honor that we are gathered here today to celebrate a quarter century of Armenia's independence and sovereignty. "25 years ago, it was a blazing dream that came true. I used to pray as a little girl for Armenia and yearn that it would one day be free and independent. And on September 21st, 1991, that vision became a reality for that little girl and for all Armenians around the world. From the moment we are born, wherever in the world we may live, our national pride and identity are imbued into our psyche, and we must thank our parents for endowing us with that legacy. Our ancient nation, centuries old, was reborn once again after many incarnations in its long history as a free and independent republic. So, with centuries of epic history and a heroic past, let us take stock of who we are. Who are we? Ovenkmek. We are the son, yes! What does that mean? Well, we are the sons and daughters of Dikran the Great, Medin Dikran, descendants of the brave hero Vartan Mamigonian, Kachvartan, and the magnificent kingdom of Cilicia. Ovenkmek. We are a courageous nation that battled invasions of Byzantine, Persian, and Mongol invaders and were ultimately victorious in preserving our national identity against all the odds. So, Ovenkmek. We are a brave people who fought in the epic battle of Avarayr to keep our Christian faith, and at Sardarabad to salvage our nation. Ovenkmek. We are a nation that faced extinction and refused to be buried in 1915. So, Ով ենք մենք այսօր? Who are we today? We are a proud nation. We're a budding democracy finding its fledgling wings with the history, language, and culture of a great Armenian nation. Who else are we? We are successful people. We are the William Soroyans, the Kirk Kerkorians, the Jerry Tarkanians, the Charles Aznavours, Nubar Afayans, Garo Paylans, Harant Dinks, Jackie Spears. We are successful people, and we are a proud nation of proud, talented people connected by our common Armenian heritage. Our deep national pride reaches from Armenia to Artsakh and the diaspora and keeps us connected to our homeland. As Armenia casts away the vestiges of the last century, our new democracy faces natural challenges in nation building. These growing pains require an unyielding commitment to truth, justice, and integrity. We stand steadfast with our Armenian brothers and sisters who have courageously defended our revered homeland and Artsakh over the past quarter century. Long live the Republic of Armenia, and long live the Armenian people. And I would also like to introduce tonight my very special co-host, Hovsep Javahirian. I'm honored to have him here tonight as my co-host. Could you please come up, Joe? Thank you.
Lena, thank you. Lena, thank you for those powerful words. I know that they were close to the heart for a lot of people in here, so thank you. I'd like to say a few words as well. Start off with our fatherland, free, independent, that has for centuries lived, is now summoning its sons to the free, independent Armenia. I would like to focus on that final sentence of the first verse of the Armenian national anthem, is now summoning its sons into the free, independent Armenia. These are words I'm sure many people in this room thought that they would never hear. Luckily, we are not only able to witness that, but we have the privilege of coming together this evening as one community to celebrate the 25th anniversary of that historic and life-changing event. Let's make sure we never forget that even through the tough times, we are a growing nation, and we must never turn our backs on our country and always protect what is ours for the future generations of Armenians to come. I pray citizens of Armenia and Armenians around the world will be celebrating September 21st for centuries to come, just as we celebrate the 4th of July here in the United States of America. I was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, but my parents consistently kept reminding me that you are here in this country, but you are Armenian, and you should be proud. I feel so lucky to have the opportunity to be a part of the celebration for something that for the first 10 years of my life could not have been celebrated because there was no free and independent Armenia. Armenians are compassionate and proud people, and it embodies who and what we are, and is why we always persevere. I am so proud and lucky that my children have a free and independent Armenia to go visit and see where it all started and all the beauty and history that comes with it. Because just like I said in the beginning, our fatherland, free, independent, that is for centuries lived, is now summoning its sons to the free, independent Armenia. And that is exactly what all of us here tonight are, the sons and daughters of Armenia. I want to personally thank each and every one of you for being here today. I also want to thank Andy Armenian for allowing me the opportunity to share my words and thoughts with all of you tonight. Also, the various performers who are here to make us happy and entertain us this evening. And last, my distinguished co-host, Lena Hovanesian, who is always here for the Armenian community and does a truly amazing job hosting various events for our community. Thank you for sharing this honor with me. And let's have a great time, everybody.
And now I would like to introduce the Honorary Consul of the Republic of Armenia in Las Vegas, Andrushan Andy Armenian. But before he comes up, I'd like to acknowledge the tremendous amount of time energy, and professionalism that our honorary consul and the organizing committee has assembled of all the Armenian organizations and churches that have come together, working together unanimously as one, makes all of us so proud to be Armenian. And he has given so much time, Andy, he has given so much time in bringing this event to success, and his talent is always in forging unity in this community. He is a special asset to all of us, and we value and appreciate his relentless dedication. Thank you, Andy. If you could please come up.
Thank you, Lena. Մեծարգո տեսփան, պարոն Գրիգոր Հովհաննեսյան, արժանապատիվ հոգևոր հայրեր, սիրելի բարեկամներ, Ձեր արտոնությամբ ես կուզեմ շարունակել իմ խոսքս անգլերեն լեզվով. Your Excellency, Ambassador Grigor Hovannesyan, esteemed clergy, honorary representatives of Nevada Consular Corps, and dear guests. Nevada has been home to Armenian immigrants for almost 100 years. And we can tell that through school records. There are school records going back to 1994, where there are students with Armenian last names registered in the school records in Nevada. Now, I am sure most of you are familiar. Most Armenian last names, most Armenian family names, end either in IAN or YAN. I'm sure you knew that. Now, some of you might be wondering, how come my name in the Armenian, Adrushan Armenian, is Armenian? So I would like to tell you there is a version that says my grandfather was the last king of Armenia, so they called the country after my grandfather. Today we have around 20,000 Armenians living in Las Vegas. We have 10 active organizations. The consecration of St. Garabet Church on the east side of town in 2013, and the consecration of St. Giragos Church earlier this year in 2016, as well as the construction of the Armenian Genocide Memorial Monument 2015. These are signs of a vibrant and growing community here in Las Vegas. And we are very thankful and appreciative for Southern Nevada providing us an opportunity for new beginnings and be part of the American dream. But at the same time, the opportunity to maintain our heritage and cultural values and add that into the Las Vegas mix, Las Vegas diversity. Today's performance of over 50 local teenagers is a demonstration of our passion to maintain our centuries-old traditions and culture and share that with you. And I would like to conclude my remarks saying I would like to thank the organizing committee, all the volunteers and all the performers, as well as I would like to thank you for being here with us to celebrate the 25th proud independence of Republic of Armenia. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Andy, for those wonderful words. And I want to tonight like to recognize some very special guests and organizations in the audience who are here to support our community. I'd like to start by thanking the Nevada Consular Corps representatives of Japan, Mexico, Chile, Monaco, Uzbekistan, Lithuania, and Mrs. Gail Anderson, the Chief of Protocol for the City of Nevada and founder of the Nevada Consular Corps and representing Mayor Carolyn Goodman of Las Vegas. If you would all like to stand, we'd love to acknowledge your presence here today. Thank you for being here. And earlier this evening, the ambassador had the opportunity to meet Nevada Congresswoman Dina Titus in person, as well as Nevada congressional candidate Danny Tarkanian. We would also like to welcome the representative for Nevada Congressman Joe Heck and Assemblywoman Victoria Seaman. Isn't sure if she's present with us tonight, but she sent her regards. Also, we have the ARF Western Region Getronagan Gomide, represented by Paul Yeryayan. The ARS Western Region Central Executives, represented by Sateni Krazarian. Armenia Fund, who is represented by the Executive Director Sarkis Kotanjan and the Hanchagyan Party as well. I have more churches and organizations to thank, but I'm going to hold that for later. I do want to give two very special recognitions as well to Arman Adamian and the Adamian family at Armout TV for recording and broadcasting tonight's event. And also to Higgs Quality Printing and the Atamian family for sponsoring printing of the program booklets for tonight.
Well, at this time, we present the cultural program, beginning with a piano performance by the talented Levon Aghajanyan. First, it will be the Saber Dance by Aram Khachaturian, and second, Carousel of Oblivion, composed by Levon Aghajanyan himself. Come on up, Levon.
Wow, what talent, Levon. That's amazing that he composed the second song himself. So beautiful. And next, we have the Hominid Men Brass Band with Christine Kalian on the flute, Haig Kalian on the alto sax, and Garen Havanjan on the euphonium. They will be performing Tain Dur of Feda.
Now we would actually like to introduce a recitation and a song by the ARS Shushi Chapter Verjin Kujakyan Saturday School students. First will be a poem, Habard Hayoti, and second, a group song, Akhbara Suyes. Come on up, kids.
Habard Hayoti. Որքան գուզեի տեսնել այն երկիր, որ իմ բաբերուս արունով քնված, հայերուս համար սուրբ հող է դարձած, տված հայր դիկրան քաչ վարդան կարմիր։ Թեև հերու եմ քեզ մե հայրենիք, օդար երկրի մեջ ես ծնած մեծած, հերոսներովդ քեզ միայն ջարդած, բայց հբարդ հայն եմ քեզ մով հայրենիք։
Ker համար ախպերս ու ես
Ցելենք օտարապերում այս ճեսևան մասիս ու մայր արած չենք տեսնում, բայց մեծերից ժառանգել ենք կարոտ անձաման, այդ կարոտով պիտի գենանք հասնենք Հայաստան։
Bravo, Pokrikner. And I have a few more acknowledgements. I'd like to mention the clergy and the churches that are present here tonight to honor the 25th anniversary. The Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, Mar Benjamin Parish Assyrian Catholic Church, St. Michael Antiochian Orthodox Church, St. John Syriac Orthodox Church, St. Charbel Maronite Catholic and Melkite Church, St. Garabed Armenian Apostolic Church, St. Giragos Armenian Apostolic Church, Armenian Evangelical Church of Las Vegas, and a few organizations as well, ARF Ishkhan Gomide, ARS Shushi Chapter, Homenet Men Artsakh Chapter, the Armenian American Cultural Society of Las Vegas, the TREX XXX Las Vegas Chapter, Hanchagyan Party, AGBU, Knights of Vartan, and we also have a few of UNLV faculty representing UNLV and also the College of Southern Nevada. Thank you all for being here tonight and supporting the 25th anniversary of our republic. And now we have 3 dances by the Armenian Dance School of Las Vegas with Ms. Isabel Mardirosyan as the choreographer and artistic director. If we could please ask parents to remain seated while photographing, just for the safety of everybody. We do have a professional photographer and video that will be shared with everybody. The 3 songs and dances that will be performed are Zargadz Paleni, Mahmoud Akhchig, solo by Ms. Isabel herself, and Avarair. Here is the Armenian Dance School of Las Vegas.
But next, we actually would like to invite up for another recitation by Asik Daduryan, Madyan Koyutyan, by Henrik Tumanyan.
Madyan Koyutyan, Henrik Tumanyan. Հին աշխարհայոց չպես լույս արևի չպես լեր արարատ չպես ընթերքը ծովին ինչպես ոգին իրան մահ ինչպես աստղը շմարող ինչպես շունչը առաջին սևողին փույրը սիրող ինչպես քարունը կյանքի կյանքը վսեմ ու անմեր ինչպես գարգաճն աղբյուրի ինչպես ծաղկած հանդ ու լեր այդ հինավուրց աշխարհում սակայն քիշեր էր մթին բռնակալի թանակ արդեն հասել գոգորտին քիչ էր մնում որ գտրի լեզուն փարփարը նրա օտարի փիր դայրուցին հայոց լեռների վրա իր հաղթանակն էր դոնում ուր էր ոգին այդ հզոր ով էր արդյոք որ սրտի փայլագատմանը մտքի խառնած կրագն իր սրդին ցև դար հայոց հնչյունին հույս հայրենիք աշխարհին հավետ հայոց աստղաշատ երկնքի դակապրելու նրա սարերը ձապ-ձապ աղբյուրները սիրելու նրա բաղ ջրերին սիրածի տակ խոմպույրից ուժառնելու բահելու այդ հզոր սերը անշեջ ինչպես հնչյուն քանթակված ամեն հայի սրդի մեջ Մեսրոբյան քիրը հասավ հայոց լեռները բոլոր մտավ շեներ ավաններ ու նա տեսավ թե մի օր ինչպես լեզվով մայրենի ամեն ոգի արթնացավ օջախներից կիսավեր յանքի նոր ձուխ բարձրացավ զգիզ պարավ խոսքը նոր փխած փազում սրդերին հացը եկավ արտերից սերը մահվանը հաղթեց փածվեց ժբիդը քարնան լույս մադյանով Մեսրոպյան շնորհակալություն
And next, I would like to introduce the Armenian Dance Academy of Las Vegas with Ms. Kohar Markaryan as the choreographer and artistic director. They will have 3 dances, and those dances will be Hachtanag, Mshetineri Bara, and Artsakh. Here is the Armenian Dance Academy of Las Vegas.
Աշխարհումս իմ ընդունիս Բեմուրվատիս մուրվատշունիս Աշխարհումս իմ ընդունիս Բեմուրվատիս մուրվատշունիս Ռոշներիտ նավարունիս Ռանդու շակարի նմանիս Broșnerit navadunis, randu shakari
Okay, that's it. My mind's made up. We're going dancing tonight. John, get ready. Okay? So that's got to make you feel good. How much talented Armenian youth we've seen today in this building is just amazing. Seriously, let's give them another round of applause. I have 3 of my own, and I look forward to them being up here on the stage one day with all these kids. They're really amazing. So next, we actually would like to invite up the St. Kyriakos Church Sed Tajiri on Saturday school students for a recitation as well. And they were going to be reciting a poem, Yesim Anush Hayastani, by Yerishe Charens. Come on up, children.
Yerishe Charens. Ես իմ անուշ Հայաստան, ես իմ անուշ Հայաստանի արևահամ բարն եմ սիրում, մեր հին սազի ողբանվագ լացակոմած լարն եմ սիրում, արնանման ծաղիքների ու վարդերի բույրը բարման ու նարյան աղջիկների հեզաճկուն բարն եմ սիրում։ Սիրում է մեր երկինքը, մուգ ջրերը, ջինջ, լիճը, լուսե, արևն ամրան ու ձմերվա ու շապաձային բուքը վսեմ, մտնում կորած հրճիթների անհյուրընկալ պատերը սև ու հնամյա
Ուրե լինես չեմ մորանա, ես վխված այն երկերը մեր, չեմ մորանա ավար դարձած երկաթագիր գրքերը մեր, ինչքան է սուր սիրտս խոցեն այրուն ակամ վերքերը մեր, էլի ես որ բու արնավար իմ Հայաստան յարդն եմ սիրում։
Իմ կարոտած սրտի համար ուրիշ ոչ մի հեքիաթ չկա։ Նարեկացու քուչակի պես լուսապսակ ճակատ չկա աշխարհ անցիր Արարատին նման ջերմակ գագաթ չկա ինչպես անհաս փարքի ճամփա ես իմ մասիս սարն եմ սիրում
I want to talk a little bit about the United Armenia Fund. We'd like to note that all the proceeds from this evening's ticket sales and donations will go toward the Armenia Fund to support the monumental work the UAF has accomplished in Armenia and Nagorno-Karabakh. It is a tradition for UAF to hold the annual telethon Thanksgiving Day, and this year's selected charity is Artsakh, as you saw displayed in the hallways upstairs. Established in 1992, Armenia Fund has grown into a worldwide collaborative effort fueled by the Armenian diaspora. Armenia Fund meets the incredible challenge of successfully implementing large-scale humanitarian and infrastructure development assistance to the newly independent republics of Armenia and Nagorno-Karabakh. Over the past 10 years, Armenia Fund has helped raise more than $100 million for various projects in Armenia and Karabakh. With a support base well over 200,000 donors, Armenia Fund is the largest Armenian-American grassroots charity in the United States. Tonight, we have Mr. Sarkis Kotanjan here from Armenia Fund. He is the executive director. We'd like to invite you up to say a couple words, if you don't mind.
I think this is a wonderful, inspirational evening of Armenian music and culture, and I'm glad I've made the trip from Los Angeles for this occasion. I think we need to give a warm round of applause to all the parents who made a conscientious choice to make sure that their children speak the language and learn the culture. And as a father of 2 young Armenian ladies, I know it's a hard work to make sure that your kids speak Armenian, that they're immersed in the culture, that they're learning the tradition of their homeland. Thank you very much. It's a great honor for me today to represent Armenia Fund, a global organization with over 23 affiliates around the world who have a strong support base of over 200,000 Armenians. We do value every single donation that comes to Armenia Fund from the worldwide Armenian community, and we do know the value of every dollar that you entrust us with. Through the 25 years that we've been in business, we've created mechanisms to make sure that when you make a donation, you can rest assured that that money goes to the right cause. 90% of our work, knowing that we work in a challenging environment like Armenia, is dedicated to exactly that. Thank you so much for all your donations. Thank you so much for all your support that resulted in over $350 million over the 25 years that Armenia Fund stood by Armenia's independent statehood through thin and thick, through the wars and the times of development. There's a great saying in this country that freedom isn't free. And I think we need to take a moment today to appreciate and to thank all those men and women in uniform that are guarding our freedom every day on the vast Armenian borders against an everyday threat of a devastating war. Այս վերջի ապրիլին 4 օրվա ընթացքում մենք ունեցանք 94 զոհ։ Նրանց մեջ էր Ռոբերտ Աբաջյանը, երիտասարդ սերժանտ, որը որ եւ վերջացավ նրա փամփուշտները, նա սպասեց, որպիսի ազերիները գան իր խրամատ, թողեց, որպիսի նրանք մտնեն իր խրամատը եւ պայթեցրեց նռնակը, ինքը իրեն զոհաբերելով, բայց ինքը իր հետ տարավ 10-ից ավելի ազերիներ, որոնք եկել էին ջնջելու Արցախահայությունը, որոնք եկել էին բնաջնջելու հայությունը եւ ի կատար ածելու 1915 թվականի կիսատ գործը։ Նրանց մեջ էր նաեւ Արմենակ Ուրֆանյանը, որը որ 2 ժամ անդադար երբ զոհվել էին նրա կողքի տղաները, նա 2 ժամ կարողացավ միայնակ պահել մի քանի տասնյակ ազերիների գրոհը, որ հնարավորություն տվեց, որպիսի ետևից գային եւ հասնեն մեր տղաները եւ ջախջախեին այդ հարձակվող թշնամուն։ Խնդրում եմ բոլորս հոդընկայս հարգենք հիշատակը, 1 րոպե լռությամբ այն բոլոր տղաների, որոնք որ զոհվել են մեր անկախությունը պաշտպանելու։ Շնորհակալություն։ Շնորհակալություն ձեզ բոլորին, որպեսզի ներկա եք այստեղ, եւ շնորհակալ եմ կոմիտեին, որը որոշեց, որ այսօրվա այս գումարները ուղղվելու են Հայաստան համահայկական հիմնադրամին։ Նաեւ նշեմ, որ նոյեմբերի 24-ին գոհաբանության օրը մենք ունենալու ենք առաջի անգամ Լաս Վեգասից ուղիղ միացում թելեթոնին։ Եվ դա տեղի կունենա ֆեստիվալի տեսքով, որտեղ լինելու է հայկական երկուպար, որտեղ լինելու է ուտելիք, խնդրում եմ բոլորիդ հրավիրում եմ, եկեք, ներկա եղեք, նոյեմբերի 24-ին գոհաբանության օրը Սուրբ Կիրակոս եկեղեցու հայաթում։ Շնորհակալություն։
Thank you for those very moving words and tribute, Mr. Sarkis Kotanjan, on behalf of the United Armenia Fund. And now we would like to introduce a very special guest from Washington, D.C., His Excellency Ambassador Grigor Hovhannisyan. Before I invite him up, I just wanted to give a quick bio. His Excellency, Mr. Grigor Hovhannisyan, was appointed the Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Republic of Armenia by presidential decree in January of this year. Prior to that appointment, from 2009 to 2013, he served as Consul General of the Republic of Armenia in Los Angeles, where I got to know him and his lovely wife, Victoria. And in 2013, he was appointed to Ambassador of the Republic of Armenia to Mexico. I would like to mention that this is the first ever official visit to Las Vegas by any Armenian ambassador to the United States, if I'm correct. I would think this is the first for that. And so it is our distinct honor and privilege to welcome and introduce His Excellency Ambassador Grigor Hovhannisyan.
Thank you, Lena. Actually, I privately mentioned to her that I was so impressed with her performance today that I most probably would steal her. I mean, she's a great spokesperson for this community, but such an eloquent person would be great in Washington as well. Plus, as we heard, her prayers and dreams don't remain unanswered. So perhaps we can start dreaming something bigger. Reverend clergy, honorable members of the consular corps, members of the administration, honorable consul Armenian, or maybe I should be calling you your Royal Highness now that we know your royal origin. Thank you, everybody. I mean, this is a spectacular event. I'm so happy that I'm a witness of such a great celebration. Armenia turned 25 on September 21st. Ever since, we've been having parties in various parts of the United States. Recently, we had a huge celebration in Washington, but this one is very special. It's a tribute to culture. It's an incredibly rich, inspiring celebration. The easiest way to do celebrations is to invite professional artists. What you did, you invested in your kids, invested in rehearsals, in dances, in various artistic expressions, which we appreciated tremendously. I mean, we Armenians, we always kept saying that we value the power of culture, and we defy the culture of power. It's fundamental dilemma that we always had in our part of the world. Sometimes we got away with it, but most of the time this is not a very strong argument against forces that define the world of today. Essentially, at the end of the day, Armenia has survived despite all these formidable odds, and now we have a tiny little Republic of Armenia, a little Christian island in the middle of turbulent Middle East. We survived. We have a country, we've been building an independent nation for 25 years, and we've been facing existential threats on a daily basis. Yet, we have people like Sarkis mentioned, heroes that selflessly sacrifice themselves for our nation to continue, for our little republic to be there, for our right to be and exercise our faith. I thank you all for not only for this wonderful event. Obviously, I know it takes a great effort, but also for your consolidation, for being around our honorary consul, for building a new community. I remember first time I came to Las Vegas as consul general in 2009. Many of the institutions that are of today's infrastructure were not there. There was no church. The prayers were improvised. There was no, obviously, office of honorary consul. But ever since we had the privilege of introducing in Nevada with the help of Nevada administration, introducing our honorary consul, the community life started thriving in a different way. I mean, today I see events. I was very impressed with the way you all commemorated the centennial of Armenian genocide. Let me tell you how proud we were to see that with this relatively small community, you built a memorial that every single Armenian, wherever you go, knows that exists in the middle of the desert. That takes a remarkable effort. Republic of Armenia needs its sons and daughters, needs the commitment and the bonds that would connect you to your historic homeland. And the need for your commitment is not just material, although it is very important, as the director of Armenia Fund mentioned. But what is also important is strengthening of your presence wherever you are. Because it's fundamental that you become part of local culture, that you become active citizens, that you are involved in local processes. You should maintain, preserve national identity, but also be part of the local concerns, local issues, be active. That's fundamental. That's the greatest thing you can do for your home country. So I encourage you to be active citizens, and at the same time, when time comes, particularly around Thanksgiving period, which is a historically period when we look back at what has been done, what we've received, how blessed we are, how can we bless others. Around that time, I want to think about one of the causes our nation has. And one of the most painful issues, some of the critical issues we face today is the Second Armenian Republic, Republic of Artsakh. That, as we know, faced tremendous challenges. The year that we're marking the 25th anniversary of Armenia was a difficult one. Back in April, the Republic of Artsakh, tiny little independent country, faced tremendous aggression from Azerbaijan. They withstood. Basically, Armenia was backing them, but the country, the first initial hours and days of the aggression, Artsakh withstood that aggression on its own. We should be very proud of that, but this should not be taken for granted. I suggest all of us on November 24th, when Armenia Fund and I think Honorary Consulate together will be organizing a festival, I suggest that all of us bring our active and enthusiastic participation to this event, to this fundraiser. We need to show to our brothers and sisters back in this Nagorno-Karabakh, in Artsakh, that we back them politically, with our will, but also with our tangible inputs. It's fundamental. We need to build now coping mechanisms for that little country to be able to address various critical issues of humanitarian nature. I'm very sorry that 25 years into our the development agenda, into independence, we're still dealing with these critical humanitarian pressing needs, but this is such is world. The world is in disarray, and we happen to be in such a neighborhood that requires our vigilance and constant commitment to our security. I think we learned that tonight we're joined by clergy from various other Christian denominations. I want to express my sympathy and solidarity with Syriac, Assyrian communities who are facing tremendous challenges in Syria. Ours are comparable, let me tell you. So, in conclusion, I want to end my remark in a major, cheerful tone. I'm absolutely thrilled and proud for your accomplishment. I know that this community is going to be thriving. I know that you will continue having kids, schools, dance classes. I mean, those kids were just amazing. The dancing pianist and the singing dancers were amazing. Thank you to the parents. Thank you to the organizers, thank you to the church. Heartfelt congratulations to our honorary consul for many, many years. Գեցե Հայաստանի Հանրապետությունը, գեցե մեր ժողովուրդը.
Before His Excellency leaves the stage, I would like to invite Ms. Gail Anderson to come forward on behalf of the Mayor Carolyn Goodman. She has a presentation for you, Your Excellency.
Many times this evening, but we are so honored to have you here. I mean, this is a very special evening, of course, in celebration of the independence of the Republic of Armenia. But I have to say, this has been the most beautiful evening of talented performers I have ever seen. I feel like I have never been to Armenia, but I feel like I just have experienced Armenia. It was truly, absolutely amazing. I'm almost speechless, which is rare. But anyway, now I want to take this opportunity to say thank you. Thank you to you. Thank you to your Minister of Foreign Affairs and all those in the Armenian government that gave us the honor and privilege of having Andy Armenian as our honorary consul in the state of Nevada. We are so proud of him. We are proud of all the accomplishments within this short tenure of time that he has been here. And now, as you mentioned, now he shares with us, and we should have known, he has ancestry and he is royalty. We should have known that. But anyway, with all that said, I'm here to say to you also from our mayor, she is sorry she could not be here this evening, but she extends an invitation to you to please return so that she can meet with you in her office, and then perhaps we can give you a tour of our state. So that's from our mayor. And now, on behalf of the Nevada Consular Corps and all the consuls that are posted in our state, I would like to present to you this photo essay of the state of Nevada. Perhaps it might encourage you to come back and to say once again, thank you for being here. What an absolute honor to meet with you once again, first as Consul General and now as Your Excellency. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So here you go. Okay, thank you.
So, we wanted this evening, His Eminence Archbishop Hovnanda wanted to be here, but he couldn't since he is in Los Angeles for a special event in honor of His Holiness Catholicos Aram I of the Holy See of Kilikia. At this time, we would like to invite the Very Reverend Father Sasun Zomrukhtian for the benediction.
Parirgun, good evening, buenas noches. Before my benediction, I'd like also, on behalf of my clergy brother, I stand here to congratulate this event and the organizers of this event. Without the leadership of Adrushan Armenian, this wouldn't have happened. I congratulate also all the Armenian organizations of Las Vegas for coming together and working together for our only country, fatherland, Armenia. For each Armenian living outside of Armenia, his or her homeland is a place for life, energy, and inspiration. Therefore, I welcome all the diplomatic corps of Las Vegas present here and all the government elected officials. Please be attentive to our calls. I will go back in 1988, February 1988. Most of you don't know what happened in February of 1988. We were invited, Armenia's young clergymen, to have a conference. We were 25 young clergymen from all over the world. In one of our sessions in Hotel Ani, we saw a small group of demonstrators on the street. I'm talking about 1988, during Soviet Armenia time. And the word was they were the environmentalists. They were unhappy with the situation. But the truth was, that was the beginning of the fall of the Soviet Union. The following days, The demonstration continued, and over 100,000 Armenians came together in the capital city of Yerevan from all over the country. And 3 years later, the Armenian people earned their independence. It was not only a political will, but it was also a will, national ethnic will. So we must congratulate ourselves, each one of us together, and keep the independence of Armenia as sacred to our heart as we can. And I would impress on our friends in the United States and around the world, what you saw on this stage, only a fraction of the culture of Armenian people. That at one time, in 1915, the Ottoman Empire wanted to silence, destroy, and erase from the face of the earth. But they failed, and they will fail again. And I would urge our elected officers from the state of Nevada to impress our government, the United States government, to finally recognize the genocide of the Armenian people. As Europe began to understand what they missed 100 years for not recognizing the Armenian genocide. It is important for humanity, and it is also important to our future generations, that a man shall live free. It is his or her begotten will that he or she should live free in the country that he chooses, and worship and speak the language that he or she chooses. In that matter, this beautiful country, which we call United States of America, it is a home of many cultures that come together as one and defend the Constitution of the United States. We are the people. Armenians also are included in we are the people. And here, Armenians who live in the United States, they're very proud of their country, of the United States, and they're very proud of their homeland, Armenia. So let us all, with huge round of applause, congratulate the 25th anniversary of the independence of Armenia. Navia, if I may ask you all to rise for the benediction, and then the program will continue. Please do not leave your seats. Եվ վասն սրբովո ասվածին դերընկած զաղաչանց մեր և գեցոզ մեզ, Բաբանիչ և հույս ավդացելոց Քրիստոս ասված մեր, օրհնյա և բաբանյա զասվիս հայոց զեգեցիս Հայաստանյաց, և ներգա հավատավոր ժողովրդս ընդհովանյավ սուրբ և բադվագան խաչիվտ քողի խաղոտյան, Փրկյա եւ ազատյա հերևելի եւ աներորը թշնամուին արժանավորյա քոթյան բարոյս քեզ ընթոր եւ օգուտ սրբո այժմ եւ միշտ եւ ավդյան սավիդենից ամեն. God bless America and God bless Armenia.
Now for the finale we've all been waiting for. This finale was choreographed by the most talented Ms. Meline Terzian, and it will be followed by Mr. Garen Hagopian again. Meline's choreography is to a performance called Hayastan, and Garen Hagopian will be performing Yera Koin. And here they are, the finale performers.
պահպանիչ եւ հույս հավատացելոց Քրիստոս Աստված մեր, պահիր պահպանիր Հայաստան աշխարհս, քեզ հավատացող եւ քեզ ուսացող հայ ժողովուրդս, անթողանյա սուրբ եւ պատվական խաչիվտ կողմի խաղության, փրկյա հետևելի եւ աներևույթ թշնամուն, արժանավորյա գույքյան փառավոր է, հսկես անթոր եւ անցրկող քույր, այժմ եւ միշտ եւ հավիտյանս, հավիտենից, ամեն։
Պատմությունը բազմա չարչար, հերոսները դվեու արդան, երկատուն ես հասան տաճար, ուրիշ է լոմունի դեպան։ Պատմությունը բազմա չարչար, հերոսները դվեու արդան, երկատուն ես հասան տաճար, ուրիշ է լոմունի դեպան։ Հացազավի երագույնը, հաղթականեն երագույնը, լինեք զորում արնական, ուղի հարթեն կեզ Հայաստան, հացազավի երագույնը, հաղթականեն երագույնը, լինեք զորում արնական, ուղի հարթեն կեզ Հայաստան, թե փորձել են կեզ նվաճել, ոտիներն են համարդել չեն, շատ ասկեր են եկել անձել, բայց դու կանգուն ես մնացել, թե փորձել ես ես նվաճել, ոտիներն են համարդել չեն, շատ ասկեր են եկել անձել, բայց դու կանգուն ես մնացել։ Հացազավի երագույնը, հաղթականեն երագույնը, լինեք զորում արնական, ուղի հարթեն կեզ Հայաստան, հացազավի երագույնը, հաղթականեն երագույնը, լինեք զորում արնական, ուղի հարթեն կեզ Հայաստան։ Սաղկեցնեն կապայման, երգիրը նայիրյան, ասկոմնեք միասին, կերտենք մեր ապագան։ Սաղկեցնեն կապայման, երգիրը նայիրյան, ասկոմնեք միասին, կերտենք մեր ապագան։ Հացազավի երագույնը, հաղթականեն երագույնը, լինեք զորում արնական, ուղի հարթեն կեզ Հայաստան, հացազավի երագույնը, հաղթականեն երագույնը, լինեք զորում արնական, ուղի հարթեն կեզ Հայաստան, հացազավի երագույնը, հաղթականեն երագույնը, լինեք զորում արնական, ուղի հարթեն կեզ Հայաստան, հացազավի երագույնը, հաղթականեն երագույնը, լինեք զորում արնական, ուղի հարթեն կեզ Հայաստան, լինեք զորում արնական, ուղի հարթեն կեզ Հայաստան։
We'd like to invite a couple people up to stage. Gohan Markarian. We'd also like to invite up Isabel Martirosyan. And we'd also like to invite up Aslik Daduryan.
Thank you all for all your patience. We hope you had a wonderful evening, and long live Armenia, long live the Armenian people. Thank you for joining us tonight for a great evening. And I'm here tonight with Danny Tarkanian on the 25th anniversary of the Armenian Republic. And we are here today also with the Armenian ambassador to the United States. And here I have Danny. I wanted to ask you, Danny, what are your thoughts on the 25th anniversary of the free and independent Armenia? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Of course. It's a great anniversary. It's great to see this happen. I went back to Armenia for the first time last year, and I'm running for Congress this year, and if I get elected, I'm taking my children back next year, and it'll be, I would assume, still the 25th anniversary of it, or the 25th year. My kids will be able to learn the long, rich history of the Armenian culture and where we stand now, we're finally independent.
Absolutely. It's a great moment for the Armenian community. And do you have any thoughts on how you would like to see our country progress and how the diaspora, you believe the diaspora, could help Armenia to develop into an even greater country at this time?
Well, yeah, what's sad for people like us that have lived here in the United States is that we would expect the United States would be more supportive and helpful to the Armenian community at this time. With all of the wonderful, successful Armenians that have made this country their home, we'd love to see us reach back to the Armenian people that are still living there and help that country to get going better economically and with more freedoms and liberties.
Absolutely. And I wanted to ask you, too, on a personal note, how is your race going for Congress? We're all here supporting you, and we're very excited. Wanted to get the latest update from you.
Well, I really appreciate all the support. You guys have all been wonderful. I think it's going real well, but they don't count the ballots yet. I keep saying, hey, will somebody tell me, you know, where we're at? You don't know. From what we can see, we're doing well. The polls show that we're winning, but we still got 5 long weeks to go before election night.
We're all rooting for you, Danny, and I think this time it's going to be a charm. We're going to do it for you.
That Armenian perseverance. There you go.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I'm here tonight with Ms. Gail Anderson, who is the founder and the head of the Nevada Consular Corps and representing Mayor Carolyn Goodman tonight. We're so privileged to have you, Gail. You're always supporting our events, and we appreciate your presence here tonight. Wanted to know, what are your thoughts on the 25th anniversary of the independence of the Armenian Republic?
Well, first of all, I'm honored to be here, and I think it's absolutely wonderful, and you have a wonderful turnout for this celebration, and we have the ambassador here, and that is unique for our consuls general to be able to have the presence of the ambassador from the country they represent. And of course, we're so very proud of Andy Armenian, who was appointed the honorary consul of Armenia. He has done so much during his short tenure as honorary consul, and I could go on and elaborate, but I won't. I just want to say how grateful, not only to the community for supporting him as well, but we're so grateful to the ambassador and to those in the country of Armenia who were responsible for his appointment, because he is remarkable. So I'm very honored to be part of this evening.
Thank you so much, Gail. You always support our events, and everything's so well said. You have a very special relationship with our community, and we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm here tonight with Polina from Chile, representing the Consular Corps and the honorary consul in Las Vegas for the country of Chile. What are your thoughts on the 25th anniversary of the independence of Armenia?
We're fascinated. Obviously, we love Andy. I think he's a fabulous man, great choice for a consul. He's done terrific things. And then to put this together, it takes a man like him to do it. But I've never been to Armenia, of course. And but
we would love for you to visit one day.
Of course. Plan a trip, and we'll be there. I love to see the food, the folklore, so I'm really looking forward to this.
Thank you so much. And you know, Chile has such a rich culture, and it's so wonderful that we can appreciate each other's cultures and great cultures appreciating each other. And thank you so much for your support at our events. You're always here, and we genuinely appreciate it.
We have quite a few Armenians in Chile, so I relate.
That's wonderful. Do you know the population by any chance?
No, I do not. I should find out now that we have a consul from Armenia. I should study my stats.
That would be great. We would love that. But the feelings are mutual, and we're very excited that you're here tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm Jonathan Warren. I represent the Principality of Monaco.
Wonderful. And we're so thrilled to have you, and thank you for supporting us. Wanted to know, what are your thoughts on the 25th anniversary of the independence of the Armenian Republic?
Well, it's very exciting. There's some very prominent Armenians here that we longtime Las Vegans all know, and it's very exciting to be able to have such a big celebration here in Las Vegas and gather so much attention. There's some great icons of that history here in the room, and so I'm very excited to be here.
Thank you so much. We always appreciate your support.
I represent Lithuania.
Yes, and what is your name again?
My name is Astra Michaels, and we feel a great kinship with the Armenians.
Thank you very much. Give me your thoughts on the 25th anniversary and your thoughts on the kinship.
The kinship is because we just celebrated our 25th anniversary as well of freedom from the former Soviet Union. So we do a lot of trade with Armenia, and we maintain very close ties, and we love the Armenian people.
Thank you so much. That warmth is felt tonight with your presence, and we appreciate that. And it is a huge step. What are some of the growing pains that you feel, the accomplishments of your country, and some of the challenges coming forward for Lithuania that we may have in common?
Well, the points in common is Lithuania, like Armenia, is a small country, relatively. So in terms of trade, population, what we have done to survive over 25 years is turn to education, which the Armenians are also very big on. So Lithuania has turned into a high-tech country, and also joining the EU has benefited us tremendously. So we are on our way, and we really salute the Armenians as well for what they're doing.
Thank you so much. There is a lot of commonality with the intellectual capital, and we wish your country all the luck as we do ours as well. Thank you so much.
Consul General of Uzbekistan.
Okay. Oh, okay. And we have the Honorary Consul of Uzbekistan here. And what is your name, sir?
Gary Furlong.
Such a pleasure to have you. And what are your thoughts on the 25th anniversary of the Armenian Republic's independence?
My first trip to Armenia was in 1988 to do earthquake relief work. I was chairman of a team, so I got a chance to see the culture firsthand. And to me, seeing the vitality of Armenia and the rich history, it's only appropriate that it be independent. And so my thoughts are very much in favor of the independence, of a chance for the Armenian culture to flourish on a much broader scale than I think it could in the Soviet system. And it's just an absolute honor to be here and to celebrate this with a country that I saw firsthand and have the deepest respect for.
Thank you so much that you actually visited the country. That's a deep honor for all of us, and that you took the time. And what are your thoughts as far as now that we've come very far as a democracy? I'm not sure if you have had the chance to study it, but what are some of the ways that we can face the challenges that we have currently going forward? Do you have any thoughts or any advice for our country, or anything from your end?
I'm reluctant to offer advice to other governments because I think the Armenian culture and the Armenian people are very smart. And I'm aware that there are many challenges facing the country, but I think international engagement and attempts at understanding and putting behind as much as possible past issues. I know there's still an ongoing issue, for instance, with Nagorno-Karabakh, okay? And I think at some point, hopefully, that will resolve itself, and that Armenia will be able to take its rightful place at the center of that whole region of the world, as it once did. But as far as advice goes, I'm reluctant to offer it because I think the Armenian people are far more competent at charting their future than anyone else is ever going to be.
And now I'm here with the Armenian ambassador to the United States, His Excellency, Mr. Grigor Hovhannisyan. What an honor it is to have an Armenian ambassador to the United States for the first time in Las Vegas ever. So, Mr. Grigor Hovhannisyan, I had a few questions for you. I wanted to know, what are your thoughts on the 25th anniversary of the Armenian Republic, independence and sovereignty? Where are we as a country, and where do you think we need to go?
Wonderful. First of all, pleasure and honor is mine. Obviously, I've been here before in this community as in my capacity of Consul General, and back then this was part of my consular district. And now I'm back into a community which has its own organized structures. It has grown in sheer numbers. It has more institutions. So I'm very, very happy to be here and see such a thriving and vibrant community. That's my first thought.
Thank you.
And obviously, I'm very happy, thankful to you guys for marking this milestone. For 6 centuries, Armenia was a stateless, territory. We Armenians had no statehood, and the best thing that happened to us in 6 centuries was independence of the small Republic of Armenia, our homeland, our proud country of ours that we have today. And obviously, every time I see that the Armenian flag, Armenian anthem sung, and people celebrating the birthday of our country, it makes me feel very proud and optimistic about our future, because statehood perhaps is is the biggest asset that we have. Obviously, there's some issues that we built a country that is self-confident and optimistic about the future, but we're nowhere near to where we want to be in terms of our economic development and democratic development. And that's where I see diaspora's role in helping Armenia make Armenia stronger, strengthening Armenia. That's generically where I see diaspora apply its resources. And strengthening has various implications. In the early days of Armenia's independence, that would be assistance, physical, humanitarian assistance. Later on, we appreciate more of a development type of work, technology transfer, knowledge transfer. Because diaspora Armenians, they live in a democratic environment, an environment that leads to progress, leads to advancement of thought, technology, commerce. That's what we exactly need from our brothers and sisters.
Intellectual capital is what we're talking about.
If we were to prioritize, obviously, this would be my first priority. Obviously, and the second thing I would think is practical advice to our countrymen living outside Armenia is to help Armenia, and particularly Artsakh, because Armenia's destiny, future of Armenia is being decided on the front lines of Artsakh, is to help Artsakh to become self-reliant and to be able to cope with the recurrent emergencies, critical situations. Let's not fool ourselves. We may become strong, we may become, achieve certain progress in various fields, but we live in a neighborhood that is fraught with unpredictable, flare-ups, hostilities. I mean, we as diplomats, we work towards reducing those risks, but objectively, we're not going to be changing our neighborhood and over our greater Middle East anytime soon. So we need to help our countrymen back home, and particularly those in Artsakh, to be able to respond effectively and build their coping mechanisms vis-a-vis all sorts of problems that can be, as we know, be of varied nature. Unfortunately, the 25th anniversary of Armenia coincided with a number of critical situations this year, both domestic, but most importantly, the regional security environment. And yes, we suffered considerable losses. Yes, we were unhappy about a number of things, how we managed this situation, but also, but fundamentally, we were very happy to see that our people, despite all the divisions, and were able to get together, to consolidate around the idea of national security, but the independence of Artsakh, and withstand formidable odds. So while we should, I'm confident that we'll continue enjoying this dedication and strong bonds of worldwide Armenian community, we also need to bring Armenian Artsakh and our global Armenian community to the next level. The next level would entail more synergies, more work, and a number of new ideas and priorities that I briefly mentioned.